Rolling.
I'm waiting. Wait.
We're rolling, rolling.
What does a rodeo, a marathon, and the Tour de France all have in common? They are all timed events, just like the speeches of this public class. Who are the stars of these events? Most people would say the athletes, and I can see why they'd say that. But not I. I think the true unsung heroes of these events are the ones that keep the time. Without them, how would we ever know who won? Now that we know who keeps time, let's take a quick look at timekeeping through history. The sundial was the first known timepiece that divided days into segments. It was used by Egyptians and can be traced back to about 1500 BCE. Water clocks were used by the Greeks around 325 BCE. This clock worked by filling a bowl with water. The bowl had a small hole in the bottom. As the water level fell, it would reveal the hours of the day. The first pendulum clock didn't come until about 1656. Galileo was the first one to come up with the idea, but he didn't make one before his time, so it went to someone else. A Dutch scientist, Christian Huygens, developed the actual clock. He later developed a balance wheel and a spring assembly that can be found in some watches still today. Quartz clocks replaced the pendulum clocks because they are more accurate. Quartz clocks work by applying an electric field to the crystal, which changes shape. When you apply physical pressure to the crystal, it creates an electric field. In 1949, the first atomic clock came on the scene. It was created by the National Institute of Standards and Technology, using atoms and molecules. This has been the most accurate way to keep time. Here in this class, Mike uses his cell phone. Without a timekeeper for our speeches in this class, most of us would probably feel lost. We wouldn't know when we had reached the relief of the OK card. And we could wrap up. Or for some of the more long-winded speakers, like myself. Mike was there to give us the warning card and eventually tell us to stop. Mike tirelessly volunteered to be our timekeeper when he wasn't presenting. Timekeeping was an added responsibility that Mike would graciously take on in addition to writing critiques. He not only had to pay attention to the speeches and write his critique, he had to be aware of the time that had passed, and the time that yet remained. For all of Mike's hard work and dedication to this class, I'd like to present him with the Best Volunteer Timekeeper Award. Ladies and gentlemen, would you please join me in thanking Mike for all of his hard work and service?
Hand it off.
I knew saying Mike and hard work was going to get me because of Mark.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to keep.
Is that your boyfriend's name? I was gonna say, what's the name? If it's a name you say a lot.
Perhaps to the runner-up.
Look at this.
I even bolded it on my paper, so I tried not to say Mark.
It's hard though.
Fantastic. Was he gonna let you finish? But, yeah, he had the best first speech, special case.
Oh, I guess I could stop.
You